Hello Game Gumshoes fans, Chris here with another Game Gumshoes Presents. This time it's a game called Quack A-Doodle Moo by Out of the Box Games. It's a fun little party game. It can be done with kids or adults. It is fun, but yet can be frustrating at the same time, and we'll cover that here in a minute. First, let's go over the components. The main component is the box. Now, I like the box because it reminds me of a cereal box in a way. It's a nice, sturdy box, good for travel. The only thing missing is like maybe a little ingredients list that shows, how many players, things like that. Then, there's the rule book. Yep, it's only 2 sides to a page. But with out-of-the-box games, most of the rules are very simplistic. You really didn't even need this much, but hey, it gives you variations and things like that that will help you enjoy your game further beyond just the primary game. Next, my favorite part of it, the tray. Now, it just looks like a normal black plastic tray, but it's a very good tray because it holds these cards, which are your large barn cards. Your barn cards have your animals, and we'll cover the animals here. Now, we also have small cards. Now, the small cards have the same exact animals we just covered in the animal section there. The thing is, with these animals, there are 8 copies of each animal. And as you can see, the stack isn't really that thick. And when you put the cards in the tray, well, we got plenty of room to shift around if need be. And, could fall out. But out-of-the-box games included this little piece of equipment. So, when you go to slide it in the box, they won't fall out because they're held in by a little crosshair kind of thing. So, with Quack A-Doodle Moo, you have to figure out, using this chart, how many players you've got and how many animals you'll use. Now, there are like 12 different sets of animals, and the max players is 8. So, you will have to take out some animals, and that helps to give it a little bit of variety, though. So you're not playing the same animals over and over again. All these animals are shuffled up, and they're given out to each of the players. Make sure everybody gets a chance to see what animal is on each person's card, because that is very important. Because this is kind of like memory in a way. Although I found that older people really suck at this. So once everybody's gotten a chance to see what animal's up, you flip it back over to where all you see is the barn card. Now, something I recommend is, well, since you have to have the animals that are part of the barns, I recommend dealing those out, determining which sets of animals you're going to have, and then add sets of animals based on however many sets you need based on your players. These are all shuffled together and dealt out to everybody until you're out of cards. Now the object is to empty your hand of cards. And the way you do that is each person takes a turn flipping over a card. And that reveals whatever animal. So the next person flips over, or the next person flips over. Now, at the point someone gets a match to whatever animal you have out, you have to make the animal noise of the person that has the match with you. So, say I have the duck, and the person who has my match has the owl. Well, I want to start going hoot hoot, or whatever owl noise I want to make, while they're trying to make duck noises like quack and stuff like that. And whoever gets it first gets to take all the cards that they have in front of them, because there are times where you can go through a couple rounds without matching up with someone else. That's why you've got to make sure you shuffle your cards really well. But so you would take all the cards that you had in your stack and give them that person, freeing you from those. And then they would put that in their little discard pile, or I should say at the bottom of their hand. Once, it goes around several times, the first person to actually get rid of all the animal cards from their hand is the winner. Now, here's where it gets frustrating. Something we did to mix it up a little bit is we played one round where everybody had, an animal. And everybody got used to that person being the animal. Well, when we played the second round of the game, we switched up our barn cards and switched out some of the animals, and then we dealt them back out. Everybody got a good look at everything, but people were busy wanting to shout their own animal noises or the animal noise that the person was in the previous round. So, extra fun, extra frustrating, but, everybody had a good time. Now, I will say, this game is rated 7 and up, and it's 3 to 8 players. But I would have to say that if you do have a lot of loudmouth people who like to use profanities, that be careful if you're playing around children, because I've noticed that children get the matches real quick, real easy, no problem. They can make the noise that they're supposed to be making, not their own noises or whatever. Adults, on the other hand, my sister in particular was really good about going, quack, moo, hiss, and then start spewing expletives. I think all of us did at some point because, we just got frustrated. So, just keep that in mind. Otherwise, very fun, very friendly family game. Thank you for joining me, Chris, with Game Gumshoes. I hope you have fun with Quack A-Doodle Moo. Check it out online, and hopefully you can pick yourself up a copy of it. Thank you for joining me. Good night.